Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous country, home to volcanoes, gorgeous beaches, and some of the most diverse wildlife you'll find anywhere. Not necessarily where you might think of, though, when it comes to crypto, but make no mistake, it's here where people seem to be adopting it the fastest. Around 275 million people call Indonesia home, and many of them own crypto. That's according to a study last April by crypto exchange Gemini, which found that 41% of Indonesians between the ages of 18 and 75 and earning more than $14,000 a year held digital assets. In September, Chainalysis put Indonesia in the top 20 of its global crypto adoption index, and things are growing quickly. According to the country's Ministry of Trade, in just the last 2 years, Indonesia had seen a more than 14-fold increase in crypto transactions. Those were up from $4.1 billion in 2020 to almost $20 billion in 2022. At a time when countries everywhere are racing to compete for a piece of the crypto pie, let's take a closer look at what Indonesia is trying to offer and who is paying attention to it. And let's start with potentially the most significant development for crypto in the country, a crypto exchange. This is something that's got local crypto firms very excited, including BitTime and its business director, Joel Flynn.
Critical stock exchange can build trust and confidence in critical investment among the public and investors, and to help the industry grow healthier in Indonesia.
The government has said it envisages a bourse where private sector platforms would execute trades. It's not fully clear how the platforms would be integrated yet, but in an interview, the head of the country's commodities regulator, Didit Moko, said, quote, "The hard part is we can't find a benchmark for such a crypto bourse. This could be the first." Regardless, it has been welcomed by many in the sector. Bybit, for instance, is the third most used crypto exchange in Indonesia, and the company's Claire Nee told Forkast, quote, "We are very excited about the potential of Indonesia's crypto stock exchange and see it as an important step towards mainstream adoption. Any effort to allow the public to utilize digital assets within a safe and constructive regulatory framework is positive for the industry, for crypto investors, and for the wider economy." In a country where more people own crypto than stocks, building a crypto exchange might make sense, but plans for it keep getting pushed back. The country's Minister for Trade announced just last month the latest delay, suggesting it might not now be finished until the end of 2023. Originally, it was supposed to be built by the end of 2021. Now, the latest delay comes after the FTX debacle last year, but it also comes amid big changes to Indonesia's regulatory landscape. Thus far, crypto has been overseen by its commodities regulator, known as Bapepti, but responsibility for crypto is about to be shifted to Indonesia's Financial Services Authority, known as the OJK. That will take place over the next 2 years. A law confirming that shift was signed in January by President Joko Widodo as part of a broader overhaul of financial legislation. Many are now expecting the OJK to implement rules similar to those in the TradeFi sector, which it already covers. That includes things like risk management, capital requirements, disclosure, and transparency.
The OJK may also develop guidelines and frameworks for digital asset trading, custody, and insurance to ensure that the market participants adhere to the best practice. Ultimately, the goal of regulatory oversight is to protect investors.
Indonesia is also moving forwards with plans for its own digital currency. Cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, are currently banned as legal tender, but trading in them isn't. So Indonesian authorities, as with many others elsewhere, are exploring their options. The central bank has called its plans for a digital rupiah Project Garuda. On its website, it describes this as a contribution to, quote, "the nation in a struggle to safeguard the sovereignty of the rupiah in the digital era." According to the government, this is being worked on in conjunction with other countries as well. But it said the digital rupiah will be able to be used to purchase things in the metaverse. A white paper for the project was launched only in November, so it could be some time before it is ultimately able to come to market, there has been no change afoot among businesses in the crypto sector as well. In August, Indonesia's biggest tech company, Gojek Tokopedia, bought local crypto exchange Crypto Maxima coin for $8.4 million. Binance, meanwhile, saw its acquisition of local crypto exchange Toko Crypto completed in December. Those moves speak to a bullishness many seem to have for the potential for crypto in Indonesia. Bybit additionally told Forkast, quote, "We believe that the Indonesian crypto market has tremendous potential. With the legal framework in place, we expect to see an increase in demand for digital assets and cryptocurrencies as more users become aware of its potential. Additionally, local businesses will be able to offer innovative products utilizing these assets." Indonesia still has some big hurdles though. While things have been improving in recent years, 2022 saw a big downturn for the sector in the country. Indonesia's blockchain association, the ABI, said the number of transactions fell 61% last year. While taxes introduced last year on crypto transactions and on capital gains aren't near the levels of places like India, not everyone has welcomed those either. Now, these are, of course, potential barriers for the sector developing as well, and things like low wages in this country mean that many might feel vulnerable to the sort of volatility that we've seen in crypto prices over the last year. Education levels could further inhibit crypto adoption too, as well as innovation.
The big challenge for us is that I think this market still need education. You can see the majority of the Indonesia population are quite young, and critical is quite new for them. And I think we need to take time and to have a long-term plan to grow up together with this industry.
Even in the face of these challenges, the government is still dreaming big. It reportedly hopes that locally issued crypto tokens could one day be considered alongside things like palm oil and coal as its major exports. While that might be some way off, many still seem fundamentally optimistic about the future of crypto in Indonesia. Alright, that's it from us for this episode. Please like and subscribe to this video to see more content like it, and let us know your thoughts about what's going on in Indonesia or Southeast Asia or anywhere in the world with regards to crypto in the comments below or wherever you're watching this video.